So have you ever noticed how in almost every corner of Ghana there's a Chinese shop, a construction site that has Chinese supervisors, or even small villages with Chinese communities that are living quietly among the locals. Now, it's not by accident. This is a story that very few people actually talk about, a story that's actually changing Ghana in ways that we might not, get to fully see it. Now, while most people are trying to leave Africa in search of opportunities, greener pastures, thousands of Chinese are quietly coming into Africa, and Ghana has become one of their favorite destinations, their favorite spots. Now the question is why? What exactly is it that they see here in Ghana that others don't see? Now let's take a step back. Many years ago, the Chinese started, investing heavily in Africa. We could see it in roads, in bridges, in railways, in factories. And in Ghana here, it started small. We started seeing construction deals, mining, partnerships, and trade. But over the time, something changed. It just wasn't companies coming anymore. It was families, entrepreneurs, workers, and we could even say people who had dreams, big dreams. Now, some of them actually came here, opened small shops, selling cheap electronics, cooking utensils, fabrics, and all of those things. But beneath all of these, there is something deeper. I would say a quiet migration that is driven by survival, it is driven by opportunity and a hunger for growth. Many Chinese people back home struggle with overcrowding, competition, and the high cost of living. And to them, Ghana offers something rare. We're talking about possibilities, freedom to start afresh. Now they come to places like Kaswa, Tema, Kumasi, and they build lives. They bring their own food, their language, their culture. And slowly, they are adapting. You get to see them eating the local food like Banku. They even speak the local language here. Now, these are ways that they are blending, they are adapting. But let's say the truth, it hasn't always been harmony. Now, some of the locals feel that the Chinese are taking over their small businesses. Others say that they bring jobs, innovation, and affordable goods. So what is the truth? It's kind of complicated because it's not just about business, it's about identity, it's about opportunity. And then what happens when two very different worlds try to coexist on the same soil? What happens? So anytime you walk past a Chinese shop on your street or wherever you see a construction site that is filled with Chinese workers, I want you to remember this. Behind every face, there's a story of someone who left their home, who crossed the ocean and came over to Ghana with nothing,